Okay, so I'm gonna quickly try to show you how I do my flips. So first of all, this is not where the magic happens. It's not the Grand Exchange screen. Nothing interesting really happens here. The real magic happens here. This is just the prices wiki. It's free. It's really basic, but I find that that's what I needed to do. And when you look at an item, so let's look at this one, for example. So you see you have the green line and you have the orange line. So one is the low price and one is the high price. So what you want to do is buy at the low price, sell at the high price, and then you gain the difference. So the low price is, there's a bunch of other flippers that have an offer sitting out there somewhere at this price point. And if somebody wants their offer to sell instantly, they get this price. They have to lower it to this price to go through instantly. And similarly, the high price, there's a bunch of flippers that are waiting there to sell their fire rune at 6 GP. And if someone wants to buy a fire rune right away, that's the price they're gonna have to put in to get to that item. So usually there's some spread between these two, but they can also go up and down. So if we look at another thingy, so like with the cannonballs, so there's a bit more up and down. So ideally you would want to buy somewhere on the low price and when it's low, so here around 215, and then sell at the high price when it's high, and then hopefully that makes you enough money to offset the 2% tax. So the tax just updated to 2%. So that makes it a bit harder to find good items. But my strategy is to just go through as many items as I can, and then just pick the ones that look good and remember those. Also, the prices wiki has a favorite list, so you can add items to your favorites to check on later. So these look kind of promising most of the time, so I added these to my favorites in the past. And if you go through favorites, you can just have a look at all of these items later on and then just check them. Where should we start? You wanna just type anything really, but you want it to be something that's quite common. That's what I find works best, to find a lot of items really quickly. So I could try just a bracket, doesn't really matter. And then you want to sort by daily volume, high to low. So the higher the volume, better the odds of your offer going through really quickly. So you can buy more quickly, you can sell more quickly. The items also tend to be more stable with high volume. So that's good if you don't like risk. And with lower volume, everything will be much slower. It will be slower to buy and slower to sell. There can also be bigger swings, so it's a bit more risky, but with lower volume, you also can find a lot higher margins. So for something slower and overnight, you can get away with lower volume to get a better profit if you want. And then what you want to do is just, once you sorted by volume, I'm gonna just, oh, some of these are still open, so let's just close these. So once you sorted by volume, you just want to control click on each item of the list. That will open it in a new tab. And I honestly don't really care what the item is. I don't care what it does. All I care is that I can make some profit of it. So these are a lot of potions, a lot of other things. So now we're below 1 mil in the volume. So this is the volume column. So I want to keep going until I hit like maybe 500k. Find that that's a bit of the cutoff where things start becoming too unpredictable and too slow. So almost there. Yeah, let's go. Let's go with these. So diamond bolts. So margin not amazing. Could be good for a quick flip if you want. For me, I'm not really interested at the moment, but if you can buy, yeah, you can make some some quick profit on these. That's my analysis. So either you can buy at like 109, sell at 115, and then it will just fill up in a matter of minutes. Or you can wait a bit longer, try to buy it like 105 and sell at 115. So pretty good item overall. That's why I favorited it. Let's have a look at these. A bit of the same, but cheaper. They look pretty good. So you could buy at 68, hopefully. Try to sell at 76, and it's pretty good profit overall for how cheap it is. So this could work if you're working with low cash tag. Then these guys. This is a bit more high budget. So here it's important to start calculating the tax first. So 2% of that is gonna be about 65 GP. And looking at the margins, this between these lines is 50 GP, so you need to have between these two lines and a bit more just to pay for the tax. So at the moment, the margin just isn't there, and it just went up slightly. So this could be a good item maybe sometime, but this is not the time to buy it. I don't even think I want to favorite this. It looks like the margin is never really there. So not a good item in my opinion. This one also, the margin isn't there. It's kind of high at the moment. Could be okay if it was a bit lower. But for now I wouldn't buy this because it just went up. It might go down again. And not amazing margin. So let's move on to the next one. Again, almost no margin. So you just really want to go through these quickly. This one would have been nice at 1k, but I don't think it dips down to that much. And it went up again, so yeah. Could be worth it if you could buy it at a low enough price. I don't know. Maybe later. Teleport to house. Yeah, the margin just isn't really there at the moment. You're paying about 12 GP in tax, so that's not really gonna be worth buying. That does remind me that teleports can be good to buy. This looks good. So Maple Longbow, you could buy this at 140, sell at 176. That's really good. So for now looks good. So what I want to do if I am interested in an item is check the 7 days. If there's no funny business, so this looks really good to me, just stable. So it spikes up and down a lot, but it stays within this safe range. 30 days it went up a bit, but I'm not too concerned about this item. I will be confident to put a buy order of 140, maybe 142. So yeah, let's just do that. It's a bit too cheap for my budget. Wait, is it short bow or long bow? So then you just put an order. So I would try 140. If it doesn't buy, maybe a bit to 142. Then just put in a buy limit. It's only 10k. And then hope it buys. And then while you're doing that, you just keep cycling through items, try to find more. And that's basically how I do it. So just look at as many graphs as I can and pick the ones that look best. And they change constantly, so I can't say like, okay, Maple Longbow Unstrung looks really good today, but next week it might be useless. So you have to keep checking every time you do a flip. It just constantly changes, the margins change. So I can't really tell you what items are best. These are the ones that are working today, but might be different tomorrow. So hope this helps. Good luck.